What's up everyone, Ben Murphy here, and today I have this 2020 BMW X5 with me, and we're going to be doing a full review on this car, so let's get into the video. So first, let's start with the outside. So if we walk around to the front of the car, you'll see right here that the grills on this car are very big, and you have the classic kidney-shaped grill on the, just like on all BMWs. But honestly, at first, I did not like this. I thought the grills were way too big. But now, since having owned this car for a while, having it in the garage, I actually do like the grills now. I actually think they look good on the car. But at first, I did think they were way too big. And if we go up to the hood, you'll see it has two of these body lines right here. I actually really like this. I think the hood looks really good. Looks really clean, but I like these body lines right here. So if we move along over to the wheels right here. So the wheels, these are the 22-inch M double spoke black rims. These were optioned on. These will not come standard. We optioned these on. And then this M Sport brakes, we optioned on as well. You can see the M Sport brake calipers. We have those as well. And if we come around to the side looks really good. You can see you have this body line right here running the whole side of the car. You also have this body line right here running the whole side length of the car. And as you can see, the side is just really clean, but I also like how they have this little kind of vent right here, this little slit right here. It just gives it something to look at, but it doesn't make it too just I don't know, if it wasn't there, I just feel like it'd be too I don't know. I just like the design it adds. I like how it looks. I like how there's just an extra something right there. So if we head around back to the trunk of this car. So the back looks really good. You got your X5 badge right there. Your S-Drive 40i badge right here. But if we open the trunk to this car, which you just do from right here, you'll notice that there's this thing right here. So why is this here? And do I really, when I go to put bags and stuff in here, like a suitcase, do I really have to haul it over this? Well, no, you do not. You can put this down. And I think this is here because it'll stop stuff from rolling out. Say you have a really packed trunk, it'll stop stuff from coming out when you stop the car. But you just press this button right here. This comes down. And you even have some extra space right here. So whenever you go to put bags on, you can kind of just set them here and slide them on. But yeah, that's really it for the trunk. So before we talk about the inside of this car, let's see what's under the hood. Let's see what's powering this 2020 BMW X5. So under the hood of this car, we have a twin turbo inline 6, which makes 335 horsepower and 330 pound-feet of torque. And it'll also take you from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. But how does that compare to the competition? So I would say the main competitors of this car are the Audi Q7 and the Mercedes GLE class. So the Audi Q7 will take you from 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds, and the Mercedes GLE class will take you from 0 to 60 in 7.1 seconds. So this thing is very powerful for the mini SUV class and for what it is. And as you can see, we have this fairly large engine cover right here. It says twin turbo power. You got these metal struts right here, or I guess support. And that's really all for under the hood. So if we just close this, and there's also one thing I forgot to add. So for these grills right here, if you see that's black right here, that's because this car has the extended shadow line trim, which makes the grills black. And it'll also, if we come this way, it makes this trim right here, it makes all of this black. These would normally be chrome, and your grills would also normally be chrome. So just for that, this car does have that option on it. They don't come black standard. So let's hop into the interior of this car and see what this $60,000 car has to offer, because this thing does MSRP for about $60,000. It starts at 60 grand. So let's hop on the inside and see what you get. All right, so we're in the interior of this 2020 BMW X5. And obviously, as you notice right away, it's a white interior. I really like this white interior color. It looks really good. But, so first things first, these seats. These are upgraded seats on this car. They're multi-contour seats. So they are upgraded. And we do have the upgraded Harman Kardon surround sound, so upgraded speakers. But as you notice, we have this very large 12-inch display right here, this nice 12-inch screen. It is touchscreen. So as you see, we can just press car, and it takes you right there. It's a touch screen, and you can also control your screen with this thing right here. Just go up and down, slide this over. You can slide it over again. And then these buttons right here do control the screen as well. You just tap the home button, takes you straight home. Tap media, takes you to media. Tap com, takes you there. Map, takes you right there. So you can't control those little buttons. And if we come over to the what you see when you're driving the car, there's another 12-inch screen right in front of you, and you have your speedometer on this side, you have your tachometer on this side, and you do have the navigation right in front of you, so you don't really ever have to look over on your other 12-inch screen because you can't control everything from here. It does show the speed limit of the current road you're driving on, shows what mode you're in, shows how many miles you have left, the time, just all of that stuff. And then you have your driving modes here. You got your adaptive, Eco Pro, Comfort, and Sport. Your start-stop button is right here, as opposed in older BMWs, it normally is right here. So this is newer. And you have your parking cameras here. So we press that, you'll see here's your parking cameras. You got your nice clear backup camera here, and you have your other camera here to show your whole 360 view of the car. So as if you turn the wheels, you can see it'll follow. So that's it for the backup cameras. And under here, you do have a USB-C cable right here for whatever you want to use. And so for this car, since this has the executive package, you can put your phone in here in this little charging slot right here, and this will charge your phone, but this does not come standard. And another thing in this car that does not come standard is a heads-up display, which I don't know why that is. You would think in a 2020, especially at BMW, and with the technology we have nowadays, especially in a 2020 model car, why does a heads-up display not come standard? I don't know, especially for a car that starts at 60 grand, you should have a standard heads-up display. So that is one downside about this car. So then, as you can see, we have our climate control right here, shows you the temperature, got the AC on. So, and then you got your heated seats right here. And then now we can hop into the back seat of the car to see what we have in the back seat. And also this armrest right here, I'm gonna put your arm here, not the most comfortable, not very comfortable at all, just want to say that. So let's hop into the back seat and see how spacious it is back there and what it's like in the back seat. So the back seats are actually very spacious. The seat is pretty far back, and I am 6'3", and I do have a good amount of leg room. So as you notice right here, there is more USB cables right here. So you do have one, and you have another one on this side. So there are two for each passenger. If we open this, I have no idea what this is for. I don't know what this is. I don't know why it's there. So we'll just move on. And you got your climate control here for each side. And you got all your, to control it right here, just as you do in the front in this car. Also, that comes with the executive package. It does have front and rear heated and cooling seats. So we put this down right here. You got a just a little armrest, I guess, but open this up. You do have cup holders. If you open this up, you got a little area to put stuff in, maybe some snacks or something. I don't know. You got your cup holders for the drinks. So, and that is the back seat of this car. You can put these seats down to have more trunk space in the trunk. but it is very spacious back here. Plenty of room. It's very comfortable back here as well. And also you do have these little areas. There's one on this side right here. You can store other stuff in here, maybe other snacks or something like that if you're on a long road trip. And something I forgot to mention about the front of the car, both the front driver and passenger seat you can change the seats, how far they go back. They are power controlled, and you can set them from setting 1 and setting 2, so you can have 2 different sets of seat settings. So if you hold one, say you have 2 people driving this car and someone else uses it, you hold you say your seat is set to 1, you hold 1, it goes, you just hold it down and it'll take it to that seat position, so you don't have to worry about where exactly was my seat before. Alright, so now we're going to take this BMW for a drive, see what it's like to drive the new 2020 BMW X5. This is your key fob right here. This is what it looks like. This car, I don't know if this comes standard on every car, also comes with a card, a BMW card, and you can unlock the car with this card. It literally just looks like a credit card, and you can unlock the car with it. So it acts as a key, so you can have it so you can start the car as well. It just needs to be inside the car, this card does, but we're just gonna be using the normal key fob. So let's take this thing out for a drive. So one thing I like about this car is since this has the M Sport package, I did not mention that before, this car does have the M Sport package. You get this nice M Sport steering wheel right here. I love the way this feels. I love the M Sport steering wheels. And while driving this car in comfort mode, it feels very good. It's very comfortable. It's really easy to drive, nice and comfortable. The heads-up display, this car does have a heads-up display. Does not come standard, like I said before. And if we put this car into sport mode though, if we put it into sport mode, it does change the view on the heads-up display. It does have a little rev limiter as well, and this car does have a Sport Plus mode as well, just if you guys want to know. But you feel the car change once it goes into sport mode, obviously, because the steering tightens up, your suspension stiffens up, your throttle response is increased as well. Your throttle is going to be a little touchier. But we'll wait to get onto a bit of a not as busy road here in a few seconds to really just kind of give it a little bit of acceleration. And this car does feel really good, and it really does move when it's in sport mode. Like, you wouldn't expect it to be like this for how big of a car it is. See, we get on the throttle a little bit. Really does get you up to speed real quickly. I can see that this 0 to 60 in 5 seconds it performs really well. This car just performs really well. It obviously, as I said before, it does outperform the other main competitors of this car. And it just feels really good to drive in sport mode if you want that, I don't know, just that sportier feeling, that increased everything. You can even change to Sport Plus for increased throttle response. But if you don't want to drive it like that, you just want to have a nice, comfortable drive, you can drive it to comfort, or if you're even looking on longer road trips to save some gas, you can drop it into Eco Pro as well. And you can also use the paddle shifters on this car. This car does have paddle shifters. They are right here. There's the paddles right there, and this car will downshift for you if you're using the paddle shifters. So you don't have to worry about downshifting if you don't want to. Even in sport mode, what I'm noticing is this car is still, even though the suspension stiffens up, it's not crazy bumpy. It's not bumpy to an uncomfortable degree. So that is a good thing. But one downside about this car in sport mode is the steering is not as tight as I thought it would be. I guess because it is basically a mini SUV, it's not going to be crazy tight steering, but it's not as tight as I thought it was going to be. So that is a bit of a downside. But it's not that big of a downside because honestly, if you're buying this mini SUV, you're not really buying it for straight performance. M Sport brakes work really well. The car stops very quickly. And I think that's about it I have for the driving right now. So I will give you my thoughts and opinions on this car, and I'll see you there. So that basically concludes the test drive for the BMW 2020 X5. So we're back here, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts and everything on the car. So is the BMW the best mini SUV in its class? Well, you guys can let me know down in the comments below if you think it is. But I really like this car. It's got the performance if you want it. It's got a lot of features. It's got the big 12-inch screens both on the inside, so you know exactly, you can see everything when you're driving, and it's really easy to access. And there are a few things I found disappointing and that were missing in a car that starts at $60,000, especially for the 2020 year. I would say the biggest one would be no heads-up display. Like, why does this car not have a heads-up display starting at $60,000? And another thing that I did mention, it does not have cooled seats. I said it did, but it does not have cooled seats. So I don't understand why that is as well for a car that starts at 60 grand. You would think it should have heated and cooled seats, especially in a 2020 BMW. But that's really it. And I'm gonna go through what this car has and all the specs it has on it. So I've got the sticker right here, and I'm gonna go through that just to break down kind of pricing if you're looking at speccing this car out like we did. So we've got the Bitonic Blue Metallic. That is the color of this car. That's $550 right there. The ivory white leather interior, that's $1,000 right there. Then this has the M Sport package. The M Sport package will put you back $5,750. And then this car also has the executive package. The executive package is an additional $4,550. And what includes the executive package? Well, there's a long list, and I'll give it to you. So you got remote engine start. You have your soft close automatic doors. So if you don't close them hard enough, they will kind of close themselves. You got your panoramic sky lounge LED roof, your rear manual window shades, your heated and cooled cup holders, your 4-zone climate control, your active adaptive LED with laser light, your parking assistant plus, heads-up display, so that comes with the executive package. You have Sirius XM radio with a 1-year subscription. You have a drive recorder, you have the wireless charging like I talked about. That does not come standard, that comes with the executive package. Gesture controls, I did not show that in this video, but basically you can turn up and down the radio with gesture controls, and you can mute it by just doing hand gestures. The Wi-Fi hotspot with Comp 3M, enhanced USB and Bluetooth, active park distance control, and surround view with 3D view. That all comes in the executive package. Like I said before, the rims and the M Sport brakes were optioned on as well. So was the front and rear heated seats. That does not come standard, which I don't know why in a 2020 $60,000 car. That is an option. The front and rear heated seats, they are only $350 to option on, not $350,000. That's more than the whole car by a lot. They're only $350 to option on, but still, why does it not come standard? I don't know. The multi-contour seats, that was $750. The leather dashboard, the dashboard is not leather, that was $850. the extended shadowline trim to make everything black. That was an additional $350, and the upgrade sound system was an additional $875. So there you have it. So a car starting at about 60 grand. This one, like it is, exactly how it is spec'd out, leaves it around $77,000. So that's it for this review. Subscribe to the channel, and I can see that over 50% of you guys, well over 50% of you guys watching this video and watching my channel are not subscribed. So just hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps me out. Drop a like on the video if you like it, and let me know down in the comments below, is this the best mini SUV? It has a lot of features, it performs really well, but it is missing some things that I find disappointing on a $60,000 car. I know I said that, but let me know if you think this car is worth $60,000. Well, not this specific one, this specific one is over $60,000 like I just said. But let me know down in the comments below if you think just the standard X5 is worth $60,000. And let me know if you have any questions or any specific features you want me to go over in a video. And let me know if you have any video ideas or any certain videos you want to see. And I will see you guys in the next video.